This car showed up 1 year too late, and that's what makes it interesting.
Because in the 1970s, muscle cars were still kings of the street. Big blocks, big horsepower, big attitude.
But by 1971, the walls were closing in. Insurance companies were watching, emission rules were tightening, fuel concerns were heightening.
And yet, Chevrolet still gave Chevelle this look. The stripes, the stance, the hood.
The kind of face that looked like it was ready to pick a fight.
The 1971 Chevelle was living in an interesting time. Regulations from the government were stopping the 60s car era.
Horsepower ratings were dropping. Compression ratios were coming down, and the industry was starting to shift away from the wild, wide open late 60s.
But that didn't mean the Chevelle lost its edge. The shape was aggressive, the stance was just right.
And with SS styling, a domed hood, rally stripes, and the right sound, it had the presence that made people stop and look. This Chevelle is finished in cranberry red with black rally stripes, and that color combination does exactly what a Chevelle should.
It grabs your attention without even asking. It's clean, bold, and aggressive enough to remind you why these never went out of style.
Inside, this Chevelle has been set up with the driver in mind. Front bucket seats and a Hurst shifter right where you want it.
3-spoke steering wheel sits on a tilt column, and the phantom gauges give you all the important information.
Under the hood is a 350 V8 small block. And while the big block cars get all the headlines, a small block Chevelle has its own kind of charm.
It's lighter up front, easy to drive, and gives you that classic V8 sound.
Power runs through a 700 R4 4-speed automatic transmission to a 10-bolt rear end, making this car a highway cruiser.
This Chevelle has also had that kind of work that when you drive one, matters.
Power front and rear disc brakes, a new steering box, inner and outer tie rods, upper and lower ball joints, sway bar links and bushings, front shocks, rear coil springs, and rear shocks.
While it's still got that early 70s muscle car era, it's got the confidence and maintenance to keep it enjoyable on the road.
Rev wheels, 18-inch up front and 20-inch in the rear, give it that modern stance, while 235s in the front and 275s out back.
Chevelles are Chevelles. They came from that moment right after the peak of the muscle car. The world was changing, the attitude was still there.
This 1971 Chevelle SS Tribute captures the moment perfectly. Not the beginning of muscle, not the peak, but the chapter after midnight, when the lights were still on and the music was still playing. Because even when the muscle car era started to change, the Chevelle still knew how to make an entrance.
'71 Chevelle. If you're looking for a Chevelle, this one is definitely for you. It's priced right. It's got all the good upgrades. 4-wheel disc brakes, slotted drilled rotors, Kenwood, AC, interior's actually in decent shape. Horn works, tilt column, all the lights work. Let's check the wipers. Let's see. Hey, we got wipers. We got all the good stuff. Now the AC is not fully blowing cold, but it's all there. There's lots of new components. There is a leak somewhere, and I think it might be right at the evaporator. But other than that, you know, that's a pretty simple, easy fix, and it looks so good. It's red with the black stripes, black interior. This one is definitely something that you can take out and actually enjoy and not spend $100,000. Now remember, we have over 100 to 200 photos. We have online financing, nationwide transport, all ClassicCarAct.com. 1971 Chevelle, look at this thing. It is actually in really good shape. Now there are a few little issues that you have all around it, right? It's been drove. It's a nice and dry car, and it's got some really good upgrades on it. That's what I really like about this one. So you've got the rev rims. You also got 4-wheel disc brakes, slotted and drilled all the way around. Look at those rims. Those are all really nice. They don't have any type of curb rash on them, and the tires are in good shape too. That's a 235, 45, 18 up front. Those are DOT from 18, so you know they are about 8 years old, or you know, probably 7 years old, but you can tell it's been stored inside. There's a few little scuffs and a few little things that that are around. You got that right there and that up there, but what I like here is that even though it's got a few of those, this is all really solid here. Now it's got that. Those are the kind of worst little parts on it, but hey, it's a driver. And you got a bigger tire and rim here in the back. You got a 275 40/20, and again, you do have upgraded brakes. That helps when you're stopping. Newer suspension on it as well. Come around all on the side. Stripes are in good shape. Those are painted. Those are painted. Those are not stickers. Bumper's in good shape. Again, it's got a few little issues here and there. Nothing crazy on it, but nice and solid. The metal is nice and solid. That's what shows and makes this just a really good car. When they're all rusted out, you don't want them. You got too much money to spend on trying to make it right. This one is set up the right way. Now we can see just through here again, no curb rash on it. Those are newer rims. Tires all in good shape. Nice panels, metal all the way through. We got a little bit. It's actually pretty nice. Actually surprised it's not that thick. Yeah, that's what you get with a dry car. Get no curb rash on the rims. No, they're all in good shape all the way around. Take you into the fun part, right? We got to get into the fun part, the engine. There we go, 350 AC, power brakes, upgraded brakes as well, so it's got all the good stuff with that. AC is not fully blown cold. There is some type of leak. It seems like it's coming from either the evaporator or the condenser. I'm not sure on that, but I'm not an AC specialist. It does hold the air for a little while and then it runs out. It does run out actually pretty quick, so there is a leak somewhere on it. Coming through here, let's show you the interior. Obviously you guys saw the beginning of the video with all the drive and everything, also the test drive. So it's got some upgrades here, make it a little bit sturdier, don't break off like some of them. The seats, these are basically kind of an upgraded seat. It just depends on what you like. Good thing is that you can switch these out. They're actually comfortable, they hold you in well. It's got a nice shifter in there, phantom gauges, Kenwood in the deck. All the AC controls, headliner's not sagging, and the dome light works. It is missing the cover, but hey, dome light works. Rear bench is in good shape. No rips, no tears. Let's see here, windows. Windows are not tinted, but they go up and down nice. And then this one I know was a little sticky. Yeah, just from, there we go. Yeah. So back one's off just a little bit. Most of the time those are. So that one's off. Let's show you the trunk. We go through all these videos to make sure that you actually see what these vehicles are. We're not here to hide anything. They just are what they are. But those panels are all in good shape. Mostly this is all solid. You got, got some surface rust on here. I have not seen too many that don't, even just fully restored ones. But this, you can just tell, is all in really good shape. So it's not rotted out. It's solid. Something that you definitely want. And fitment. Fitment's actually pretty good in through here. Let's get in on this side, show you the windows. Yeah, so that one's a little bit better than the driver's side, but obviously without not too bad. These always are a little sticky, little finicky. And if you just, you know. Now, this one actually does have a little bit of tint on it. Not the best job, but it's got some on there. It goes up and down nice and smooth. Again, no rips or tears in there. Dash is in good shape. Windshield's in good shape. The vinyl all the way around is in really good shape. These are just known to kind of rot out. This doesn't have that. And that fitment, hey, doors shut good, runs out really well, disc brakes, AC. Let's show you the undercarriage.
All right, guys, we are getting under this 1971 Malibu Chevelle. 4-wheel disc brakes, new spindles, new shocks, all new brake lines, steering components, 350, 700 R4, and you got your dual exhaust, long tube headers. That is also a new drive shaft and new brakes in the rear with all new lines as well. New fuel tank, 10-volt rear end that has been serviced as well. And just look at how nice and dry this is. Really nice and dry under here. A little bit of oxidation going on right here, but there's no holes. That's what's really good about this, other than where the seats were remounted. But this thing is just a nice, solid driver. Thank you guys for watching. ClassicCarAddict.com.